Hi everyone, this is Esther Tracy, and as you know by now, I am a chocolate sommelier, I am a food writer, and I'm the founder of 37 Chocolates, which is a chocolate education company. So, as promised, today's review is about a company that is called Solkiki. So, Solkiki, if you live in the US, you may not have heard of them. Solkiki is a UK-based chocolate company, and what's really special about them is, okay, I guess two things that are special. Solkiki only makes vegan chocolate, and if you like dark chocolate, or if you typically eat dark chocolate, a lot of dark chocolate is already vegan, but milk chocolate might be something you're craving if you're vegan or if you follow a plant-based diet. And it's not always easy to find really delicious milk chocolate, like vegan milk chocolate. And I'm using milk with the MYLK, with like the, with dairy substitute, whatever. And I had been introduced to Solkiki's bars a few years ago while working on a project for Cacao, which is a chocolate shop in Montmartre and distributor in Montmartre in Paris. And what stood out to me was the fact that even the vegan bars had just such a rich mouthfeel. The texture of the chocolate was super smooth. There were a lot of coconut sweetened chocolate, and I remember so much flavor. I love that the coconut would give, like, sometimes it would be caramelized or something, and then you have this magnificent caramelized flavor in your mouth, and the coconut and the flavor of the cacao as well. Everything would be blended so beautifully. I find that sometimes people use the fact that the chocolate is vegan to not worry too much about what the taste is like, but Solkiki does not sacrifice flavor for veganness. Claire, hello, I see Paul is also on. It's nice to have you on. Today I'm talking about Solkiki, a English chocolate company. So today's bars are a little special. Let me show you. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Oh, yeah, Solkiki. They are. This is actually what happened. I got 4 bars for free that were sent to me by Bob and Irish. Bob and Iris, who are the founders of Solkiki Chocolate. And hello, Emil. And why they did that? It wasn't out of the blue. I was doing another 10 rejection challenge, and what the 10 rejection challenge is you may have seen that post, but like every once in a while, if I feel I'm a little stagnant or not out of my comfort zone, I would challenge myself to be in a position of getting 10 rejections. So I will pitch things, like it could be at a publication, like trying to pitch a chocolate story, try to pitch to a client or a prospective client and everything. And there was a publication called Broccoli, which is a cannabis magazine. And I thought, wow, that is so something that, this is something I know nothing about. How fun would that be to actually, me as a initiated, to actually see if I can get in this magazine. And I knew that Solkiki had 2 CBD chocolate bars, and I thought, how, like, they have a hippie vibe to them, Solkiki. I mean, you can even see like the wrapper and everything. There's a hippie vibe to Solkiki. I thought their brand really matched the aesthetic of the magazine. My pitch was rejected in less than 24 hours. However, personally, I've been interested in the chocolate CBD trend. I find that there is a little bit of hesitation from the craft chocolate industry to add CBD to their products. Some people just have a little, I feel like when we talk about CBD chocolate, people have a bit of a, like the bit of condescension. Knowing how good of a job Solkiki Chocolate did, I was really curious, like, why did you decide to get into the CBD? And there might be some of you who may not know what CBD is. It's really, how can I say that? It's essentially, in marijuana, you have two components. You have CBD and THC, and THC is the one that makes you high, the substance that makes you high. In a nutshell, CBD is what relaxes you. There is nothing, this isn't going to hurt you in any way. I haven't tried it yet. This is just the beginning of the review, so you have to stay tuned. And there is a wonderful piece. If you want to learn more about CBD, and if it's really healing everything, the New York Times Magazine had done a magnificent job of reporting on CBD and what he may have done to, like what he did to seizure patients and everything. And I personally have been extremely curious to experience those myself. So my only experience with CBD so far has actually been in gummy bears. I bought a very small package for $4, and I thought the taste was really not good. I thought it was very expensive. I didn't experience like much relaxation or anything like that, but I gave it a shot, but I didn't like the bitter taste of the CBD. Now, I know people who have had this bar, and I've heard from many people like the Solkiki bars are really, the CBD bars are actually quite good. And I personally were curious, and that was the reason I pitched to Broccoli Magazine, is that first of all, is it really as good as what other people said? I was really genuinely curious about the deliciousness of those bars. But second of all, I wanted to know what prompted Solkiki to get into the CBD chocolate market, right? Because I felt like I've heard so much, like I felt a little, I witnessed condescension on the topic. Oh, it's not good, it's not on brand, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, they did the jump. And I actually, after I reviewed those, I actually am very interested in having Bob and Iris interviewed on my blog to get more into the topic of CBD chocolate. So what we're gonna do, so what is in those bars? Okay, I hadn't even, like, they came in a box like this, and I saw they were there, they made it safely, and that's all I checked. They came straight from the UK, from Bob and Iris, and as I said, these were a gift. So we have the 33 milligram, and the 77 milligram. And both are made with, so they're coconut dark milk chocolate, and the ingredients, I'm gonna show you here. Some cacao, the Gran Nativo Blanco, that's a great bean. Unrefined organic cane sugar. What do we have? Undeodorized organic cacao butter, and what that means is that the cocoa butter still has a taste that is reminiscent of the cacao, instead of just smelling like nothing. And organic Greek olive oil, organic full spectrum, CBD oil, and organic coconut. And what they said, I didn't know the brand, but you see, Daiba is apparently a very, very good quality CBD oil like manufacturer or provider. And a friend of mine is actually a child psychiatrist, and so she's a doctor, and we've had this discussion on CBD, and she said, the number one issue right now is that when you buy CBD, the milligram, like the amount of CBD you're getting in the product, is not regulated. So you might say, like 60 grams, but you're getting 30 or something like that. That is the number one issue on the CBD market. So this Daiba apparently has a great reputation in UK. We're gonna find out. But yes, I'm very curious. So we're gonna start, with, I guess I should start with the 33 milligram. All right, and I move from there. So, all right, I'm super, super curious. All right, so I'm just like, okay, this is something I wanted to show you. You see here how inside you have essentially a chocolate tasting scorecard. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, so these are, all right, so scorecard, and then some explanation on ethics, quality, nutrition, and then this is very clever. Once you have that, what's next? And they tell you all the different varieties that they have, and I think that is like really good marketing right there. Yeah, and all right, and they said the best craft chocolate delivers a world of naturally occurring flavors. Allow a big chunk to melt slowly on your tongue. Relax, close your eyes, and enjoy the sensations. Be confident expressing flavors in tests. We are all correct. Thank you. All right. So then they're like, you know, it's so funny. Okay. So from, I guess, from Cacao to Solkiki to you, to me, and back and forth. All right. Just, yeah, as I said, it's like there's a lot going on. These are, and Bob, Iris, I mean, I don't know Bob too much, but like Iris is like just such, like on Instagram, for instance, they just, they repost. If you post them, they post a photo of their product, they will repost everything. They are extremely responsive on direct messages. They actually give a thoughtful response when you engage with them. At least they do to me. But those are things that absolutely matter. This is a business, and when your customer are excited about your product, you should absolutely treat them with respect and show them how they, like, show them the matter, and that their feedback or their engagement is important to you. So, all right, this is what it looks like. I want you to see, you know, I love the hippiness of their mold. It has all these flowers and, you know, anyway, and then the color. So as I said, 63%. It is pretty light. And the Gran Nativo Blanco, that's a reflection that there are white beans, white cocoa beans instead of purple, and that will impact the color of the resulting chocolate. So, all right. So, smells yummy. It's not like I smell any like CBD bitterness or whatever. So ready, set, go. I'm gonna do what they say. I like the texture, it's nice and creamy. There is a nice tartness that just hit my tongue. And it's funny, it doesn't, I can't really say I've tasted any coconut. It's the tartness is there, like the tartness like from maybe not quite a lemon, maybe closer to, so I don't know if it's mango or something. No bitterness whatsoever, other from the cacao or that aftertaste from CBD I experienced in the gummy bear. None of it. Tastes like a lovely dark chocolate, and it's like, would I be able with my eyes closed to taste coconut? I wouldn't even be so sure. I love the tartness, the acidity. No, and Emil, are you high? I am not high. I'm looking at I am not high at all, and like the CBD doesn't make you high, it's the THC. And so when in marijuana you have both, and this is just extracted, and I could not tell you that there was CBD anything based on my gummy bear experience. This is just a delightful chocolate. I love the little tartness. I'm curious, like, let me try this. It's fresh fruit. It has that fresh fruit. I couldn't quite place it. Connoisseur of CBD, you think? No, but I read a very lengthy article, investigative piece on CBD. It's fascinating, and I think it's a really misunderstood substance. And it seems that I mean, it has been it's very, I mean, I should really find that article. It's very lengthy, but essentially the article concluded with folk medicine has been has known the wonderful effects of CBD for a long time. It's time for science to catch up, and that's what there is to it. So what I taste is a nice little acidity like this. It reminds me of what you may experience with the Cantu Grand Blanco, which also has those white beans, but oh, it's orange. It has that oranginess because it has the little tartness, but like it's not as acidic as a lemon. This is more orangey. This is really delightful, and I could really see myself nibbling on this or having it with an orange. I love pairing chocolate like this with like a orangey, like a citrus fruit. And last year when I was in Colombia, this time of the year, we had attended a fruit and chocolate tasting, and that was a true like eye-opener. The possibilities seemed endless, I'm sorry. But this is something I would pair with an orange. And if you were a little adventurous, I would go pair it with adventurous. If you drink alcohol, try it with like Cointreau or Grand Marnier. I should stop really and open this one. So the difference, so this one had 12 drops, so the CBD oil, this one had 28. So let's see. Oh, and see, they talk about the Gran Nativo here. I don't know. See, high proportion of white beans. So that was what I was saying. Anyway, and so there you go. There's a lot of information. You could read those wrappers like a book. So let me. All right, let me try this. So we have what? They're translating to, yeah, a little more than double the amount of CBD drops in here. So I just wonder if I'm going to smell any type of bitterness. So I'm going to do just like Bob and Iris are saying. Big chunk, close my eyes. Come on, any comment? This is very strange because I'm not finding. Okay, there is a almost like leathery aroma, or like that wasn't in the other one, and I'm not tasting the citrus, the orange anymore. The orange in the previous one was right there, like, you know, doing a highway on your tongue, and here it's almost like yeah, that. Let me look at the flavor. Yeah, smoky leather tobacco. I'm getting more of that. Not quite earthy to me, but no orange anymore. So I truly wonder if this has to do no, I mean, I really wonder if it has to do with having the double amount of CBD. To be honest, I didn't expect, I mean, I'm not a CBD expert, but I didn't expect to taste so much difference between the two bars. And so this one definitely has that citrus flavor, and this one really takes us in a completely different direction. I hope Bob and Iris will be watching to shed some light on this phenomenon, but I'm really I didn't expect to have to experience such a difference. Just got an email notification. So all right, and so this was a 63. Oh, here's the citrus is coming, but it came a lot faster than this one, and definitely different taste. So they say that this should last us 7 days. Based on bar should last 3 days with typical CBD consumption. This one should and this one 77. Iris is here. Iris, yes, you are. I wanted to ask you. I thought this 33 milligram had a very clear, to me, orange flavor. Like had a very nice acidity, like a brightness. And then when I tried this one, I expected the orange to come, you know. But at the same time, I thought the only difference between those two bars is like there's double the amount essentially of CBD, and then with the 77 milligram, I tasted like a leathery, more like, I don't know, like there was definitely like that, like in here we're talking about smoky leather tobacco. I tasted more of that, and I didn't expect such difference of flavor. And is this something you've experienced too? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, and I'm sure other people are as well, but really didn't expect that kind of difference in flavor. So let us know. And one thing I would say is that they're both, I find, quite delicious. Whether they're CBD or not, you wouldn't know. So the CBD has a very strong flavor, Iris tells us. So do you also taste the difference? Obviously, I guess you agree with the difference in taste of both, that what experiencing is normal. It's not my water. Yeah, these are super cool bars. And for those of you who wanted to order this, so if you are in the UK, you're golden. But let me tell you okay, all right, this is the website, solkiki.co.uk. Okay, absolutely. So I'm not crazy. It's not the CBD getting on my system. And so that's why you can order those bars. There is a very big selection of bars. My personal favorites, I love all the vegan white chocolates. And there's one, let me tell you, if you order, you shouldn't stop at like 1 or 2 bars. There is one with coffee that I really like. There is what else do I like? I'm trying to find. Okay, there is raspberry white. I've had that one. There's a toasted white coconut. There is a the Yerga Shefe coffee and red skin. That's yummy. Hazelnut cream sounds like I've tried it from Kozak. Tahitian nougat, I think I've had it too. Yes, and if you are more of a dark chocolate lover, I mean, they have 100% bars. They have such a different range of like percentages and everything. Right now, and thank you for giving us the coupon code, like the Love Solkiki. If you use this one, you get 10% off online and always free postage. My guess is for the UK, the free postage, but check out their website. I've been a fan for many years, and as I said, I find them to be very, very respectful of their customer and very grateful for their support, which always makes them, that makes the brand always more likable. But this were a very good surprise. So I don't know how much time you guys have, but I also got, what the heck, we should do this one. I got these 2 other bars. So I think I should try one. We have the Kranakan. It has a raspberry, whiskey, and oats, and it says 42%. This one has cocoa, butter, sugar, almonds, oats, raspberry, and whiskey. And then, thank you, Iris. Free postage in UK. And then this one is so the one that's called So Woke, and it has this is so funny. Look at this. It says single estate ultra premium white chocolate sent back from 2073 to help save the world. Has this been ever more relevant? And 37%. 37 is a magic number, as we all know. Under odorized sweet and creamy, no added milk. These are it's with coffee. I love this stuff. Well, you're very kind, Iris. So do you want to vote on which one I should try? If anyone wants to say, I think I should try this. The one has coffee and the other is raspberry. Yeah. All right. If you don't decide, I'm going to decide for myself. Let's try this one. The one with the, excuse me, the Kranakan with raspberry. Okay, so let's try this. And I will have to say the bars Iris traveled really well. Oh, the coffee. That was too late. I opened the raspberry. Oh, man. Maybe I should open them. Okay, hold on a second. This one. Oh, my gosh. The smell on this. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, my gosh. The smell on this is like intoxicating. All right. Look at this, people. I mean, the smell. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's whiskey. All right, now I go. All right. Open them both. I will. Okay. I'm doing this for you all. Raspberry, yumminess, super creamy. Tart. Oh man, this is good. And some cocoa nibs inside. Oh, this is really a fun bar. This is a a great after dinner bar, in my opinion. So good. Yeah, it's sweet and yummy and fruity and crunchy. It really hits all the right flavor notes. Like, we have a nice acidity, we have fruitiness, sweetness, crunch, creamy. It's very gourmand, as we say in French. I think my French watchers will understand that. All right, now let's do the coffee one. This is cute. Yeah, so woke. Same thing. All right. You can read a little bit more about the nutrition. Yeah. Yeah. And it's so funny because, again, it's like, I find that they've done consistently amazing work since I've discovered them. And so I have to say, this one wrapper doesn't open as well as the CBD, unless it was my eagerness, you know. And look how well that traveled from UK. And it took 2 full weeks with COVID and everything. It's funny because, hold on a second. Cacao butter, organic and refined cane sugar, SCAA specialty coffee, not made in a lab. But yeah, so the color you see, like, looking at it, you would think it's a dark chocolate. So there must be a good amount of coffee. We'll see. Yeah, that is coffee. It's very, the smell is really there and strong. This is strong. There's a ton of coffee, I'm guessing. I mean, there is less cocoa butter here on the other one. The other one was quite sweet, but here, to get to that color, you bet I'm going to be woke in all kinds of ways. Whew. It's not bitter at all, but it's intense. This is like, if you don't have time to get your morning coffee, you get a piece of this, and I think you'll get going for a long time. Yeah, I mean, this is what I like about Solkiki. The flavors are not cute and subtle; they are bold. And there's a time for subtlety and elegance and everything, but sometimes you want strong, bold flavors. So there you have it. And look at that. They even enjoy everything. How cute is that? So, all right. Thank you, Iris, for pointing that out. They're both cocoa butter bars. They don't have milk or milk equivalent. And I would say in the US, you cannot be called milk chocolate, white chocolate, unless you have dairy and the 3.5% milk fat in there. So and it's funny because for not having milk or milk equivalent, those bars are extremely creamy. And I have, like, those of you who've had the lemon bar from the chocolate tasting set from the summer edition, the texture wasn't like, it wasn't as creamy as this. This is very creamy. You would think there is some kind of like milky fat in there. So Iris, to respond to your question, so I'm saying this for people watching me on YouTube, what would you call it then? Well, this maker, the maker who has made a vegan lemon cocoa butter bar has called it a lemon bar. And that's what it's a workaround. So you can't say it's like a white chocolate, but just no. He called it a lemon bar, and he has a raspberry bar. So that's just like, you have to be creative, but you cannot use the white chocolate terminology for them in the US, right? So, which I think is interesting. But interestingly, there's nothing that prevents a company to call dark chocolate something that has dairy in it. So very interesting, right? So yeah, this is it for today. That was, again, Solkiki. Solkiki.co.uk. Order all your chocolate and don't wait too long because it's going to be hot here, at least in the US. We're heading toward summer. We are almost in summer. And yeah, have fun. I think that would be I like Solkiki has a very unique position, I find, in the chocolate world. I mean, there is a playfulness, the creaminess, the way they cater to vegan in such an indulgent way. That's pretty unique. Anyway, so Iris is saying we call them cocoa butter bars. Not sure if that is clear, or would people of, I don't know. I don't know. So, all right. Well, thank you, Iris and Bob, for sending me those wonderful bars. This was really fun. Those bars were playful. It was very interesting to taste the difference between the two CBD bars. Definitely more delicious than those unfortunate gummy bars I had. And yeah, so keep in touch, everyone. Remember, I'd like to thank everybody who attended my Sunday Zoom tasting on Colombia. What I'm currently working on is having another event. I'm not going to say too much for now, but I'd like to put something together on Eventbrite today or tomorrow. I'd like to have a formal chocolate, I mean, I don't say formal, a chocolate tasting on like 3 bars, same maker, 3 different origin, and talk more about flavor and be with a group of people to talk more about what everybody's experiencing. I'd like to do that from July 19th. If you want to, if this is something that you feel interests you, go to 37 Chocolates and sign up for the newsletter. I will add the information on Facebook, but the newsletter is it. What I'm planning on doing is actually I'd like to send the bars no later than like Friday, Monday at the latest, if you guys are local, because I would like to get the bars out as early as I can so that we can avoid the super scorching heat in July. You know, I don't want the bars to travel like that. So I hope you'll be part of that tastings. The 2 previous Zoom tastings I've had were wonderful experiences for me, for the tasters, from what they told me, which I'm so grateful. It would be nice to have another one this summer and have the bar shipped before it gets too hot. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Iris and Bob, for sending those over. And I'll see you on Thursday for another review. Bye.